do remember one thing. I had an accident.
You did?
I pooped in my pants.
Rut-row-Rorge.
When I went, I was like, ooh, maybe that's a giant fart. And I was like, nope, that's poop.
Whatever. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I know it's hard to wake up because the sun's in your eyes, and sometimes life kinda sucks, but you got this. And hey, you never know, there's a million different ways that this whole Good morning. I know it's hard to wake up because the sun's in your eyes, and sometimes life kinda sucks, but you got this. And hey, you never know, there's a million different ways that this whole
Sorry about that. Hunter wanted to see that one more time.
Well, it's gonna be one of those days. The voices in my head are fighting today. My imaginary friend's running around here somewhere with scissors. And at some point, one of my personalities wandered off, and I still ain't seen that fucker anywhere.
Good morning, Tanya, Kristen, Levon. And everybody else that came in.
Hey Frank, how are you?
Hey, Small. Doing all right.
Hey, how are you doing today, Mr. Frank?
Doing okay, Small.
That's cool. I just checked Facebook and I just noticed that the chat room is open. چال بیا باش بیا ولا بیچی بیا
Hey, Jamie. So Kenny was Kenny was just playing music last night on his stream. Hey, Kenny. Did Dennis was playing music on his stream last night?
Sorry guys, I'm working.
It's all right, this one. Well, if Dennis was playing music on the stream, is that the reason why we got several notifications that on music violations on Dennis, and his video was blocked?
Petro.
Yeah, I got I got a couple of notifications on that his um, that his video was blocked because of the stream. Well, basically, it was according to this, it was muted. His video was muted or something. But if he got away with it, kudos, man. Well, if he got away with it, congrats, man. He deserves it. Yeah, I tried to stay up to watch Dennis's stream, but um, other things were going on.
Uh,
It's okay, Ken. You know, it's tough. It's rough.
I'm back, guys. Good morning, Brian. How are you doing today? Levon, it's almost 7 p.m. I'm glad you heard that, right? What's up? خاصك شرايه كنديرو وهذيك الثاني ما عندي نمشي عندها باش تجي ليا هكا موزو تجي لا اش بغيت تجيب ليا شنو بغيت تجيب ليا شنو كاين اش تقدر تسيب قول لي شنو بغيتي نقول لك كاين لا. Well, the gas price is almost or up $1 for 1 liter. We don't use gallon here. شحال غدوز الميزان؟ لايف واه فيسبوك باش نلتقط خدمة لا هما ما كاين نتفرج ما بيني كيما
Okay. Alrighty.
Yes, Levan, there is one, as you can see. Here's the coffee, and there's the store. Oh, no?
I know. I'm a hustler. Ooh.
Hey, Brenda, how are you doing today? Hey, Majid, how are you doing? Yeah, yeah. No one can pump their own gas there because it's not our here. We are the workers that put the gas in. Put the gas in. Hey, Olinda, how are you?
Hey, Lana. Hey, Jack.
Hello. عشرين سنة. لا لا حلو قرعة.
Hello, everyone. I'm back. Can't get rid of me that easily. Hey, Frank. Hey, Ishmael.
Hey, Jack.
How you guys doing?
Hanging in there.
I've been working on my basement, trying to get it ready for priming and painting the walls today. Not fun. Uh, even when you're laid off, you still got a lot of work to do. It never stops. Just thought I'd pop in, say hi to everyone. See how everyone's day is going. I got a sneeze coming on, I think. Wait. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Oh, hate it when you have a sneeze coming out and it just doesn't want to come out. Uh, hey, Linda. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Faith. Hey, Roy. Don't be huffing the paint now. Thanks, Roy. Yeah, the basement will be nice when it's all finished. It's just going to take a little while to get it all finished.
Nah, I wasn't in the rock. I wasn't in the party mood last night.
Oh, I missed the good one, eh? That's too bad. My mother's been saying I was spending too much time on my phone lately. Oh, well. I'm also thinking of making some more banana bread. I got some bananas ready. I'll show you what I've been doing in the basement. I actually get reception down here. I'm shocked. Wait a second. Let me... Camera. Back camera. This is what I've been doing. I got a lot of stuff down here that I need to move around. I've been working on trying to wipe down the walls so I can start painting them. See, I got a lot of stuff I need to paint and clean up, and I got building materials still in my basement from all the remodeling I've been doing on the house too. So yep, that's my basement I've been working on. I got a pathway between all the junk. Go figure. Eventually I'll get it all cleaned out and ready for me to turn into some kind of like work area and stuff where I can do projects. Yep, that's pretty much what I've been working on. It's going to be nice when it's done. Yes, Patty, it's going to be a man cave too. Yep. Man cave, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Not big enough. Thanks, Levon. Big house for one person. Maybe someday I'll have a wife or something, but I'm 45 and I have a lot of time left. Yes, Roy, it's going to be could be a man cave, but it's also the way I get in from my garage. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm still young, stuff, but I'm 45, so getting up there a little bit. If only I knew back when I was younger what I know now, I'd be a lot better off. I wouldn't have made half the choices that I did. And I would have probably started cooking back when I was in my 20s instead of now. And who knows how far I would have gotten in my cooking career. You know? So what you doing, Ishmael? What you up to, Frank?
Hey Jack, how are you doing?
Good.
I'm
Keeping
sorry.
busy.
I'm working at the moment. Be I will be back in a while. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Or just don't mind me. لما كيتش.
Anybody else want to join this live chat? There or no? Thank you, Tanya. I'll keep following my dream. Even though I do have some people that say I need more experience in cooking before I can have my own restaurant. And I look at them and go, how am I going to experience unless somebody else hires me? My current boss apparently doesn't want me to get the experience because he knows that I'd being in competition with him, opening my own restaurant, and he doesn't want that. So he laid me off, which I think is a very skunky thing for someone to do, to lay someone off because they see them as possible future competition for them. That's not nice. Come on, someone. Show your face. I dare you. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my first unemployment check. I've been applying for like 3 weeks and I haven't gotten a single check yet from the state. And I've been trying to call them up to see if I can find out what the holdup is. And they're so busy that their machine hangs up on me. Every time I call, they always go, our lines are too busy. Try again later. Click. And I wonder why a lot of people aren't even applying for unemployment. It's too aggravating. And then there are people that shouldn't be on unemployment and they're getting tons of it. And there's also a lot of people timed out on unemployment. They were kicked off of it and they still haven't even gone out to get a job. Because they're living off of other people's generosity too. They go into like food banks and pantries and getting food that way, and they're doing that GoFundMe things where they're getting their bills paid by other people through GoFundMe accounts and everything else, which I just don't get. I know unemployment's been a mess since COVID, and I do know that they're all backed up. And yes, there are other places that need cooks, but when I go to apply for them, do you have any experience? Well, not much. Well, good luck. Have a nice day. and they want somebody else with more experience. But the person with more experience is sick and tired of the industry, and they don't even want to work in the industry anymore. They want to go somewhere else. Yeah, the cooking industry is not exactly very easy. They overwork a lot of their cooks. They underpay their staff, and they don't tend to have any benefits. Okay. So a lot of youngsters go into cooking with this rosy image of what being a chef is all about. They get into a restaurant. The restaurant turns around, uses and abuses them like mad, makes them work extraordinarily long hours, at like 6 days, sometimes even 7 days a week. Okay. They don't get breaks. They don't get a lunch. They're actually lucky if they ever get a break or a lunch. More than half the time they actually have to try to sneak in a bite to eat while they're working their butt off in the kitchen in extraordinary heat during the summer in a lot of humidity with like no air conditioning and hardly any ventilation, grease all over the place, and they're working as fast as they can, working themselves to the bone, trying to keep up with the demand of the customers. Meanwhile, they have the serving staff coming back and unloading on them because the customers are complaining about this, that, and everything else because the customers are having a bad day and they're dumping it on the waiting staff. So the waiting staff is having a burnout because they're being mistreated. And a lot of times the customers don't even tip. And if they do, they don't tip well. And then they go out and badmouth the restaurant. So the wait staff burns out, and the cooking staff burns out, and everybody's aggravated. And so a lot of the chefs that have been in the industry for any length of time,
Jack,
and that's the way
guys,
the cooking industry is. And yeah, I want to get in.
hey guys,
Hey Ishmael,
I
right now
I
you only
have
have me on, Jack DeBoer.
I have to go right now. I will be back around 6 or 7 your time, guys.
Okay.
All right, see you later, guys. Bye.
See you later. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Looks like I'm the only one on. I know. I know, Tanya. That's what I always ask him. How can I get experience in the cooking industry if nobody's willing to let me get the experience? And I also look at him like this. I say, a lot of times when you get somebody with experience to work for you, they come in with a preconceived notion on how everything should be done. And then it's really hard to train them the way that you want things to be done. So they're fighting you all the way. I'm coming in a fresh slate without any real preconceived notions on how things should be done. So you can train me the way you want things to be done. Guess what? I'll do it that way. Who knew? But yeah, they still want experience. It's like I don't get it. Even the chef I was working under when I was working over at the Columbia Golf and Country Club, he was he was burning out too. He was considering not really cooking, but maybe being a consultant for a restaurant, or even being like a sales rep for the restaurant, or something like that. Because he was getting sick and tired of being on his feet all the time. So yeah, burnout in the restaurant industry is a big thing. See you later, Tanya. I'm going all over the place to try to be trained. I even tried at Applebee's, and they didn't call me back. I, I'm, I've tried at different bars, different restaurants, everywhere before. And then I finally had one guy, the guy that I'm currently laid off from, who was willing to take me on because he was just desperate for bodies, pretty much. And I did get some training when I worked at the Columbia Grill at the Columbia Golf and Country Club in Columbia County. And then then he closed that down for the season. And then he had me washing dishes at his little restaurant that he has, and also at the bakery. And I got mad at him because I was pretty much only doing dishes, and I was there. I said I wanted to get cooking experience and experience with knife skills and stuff like that. So he finally started letting me do a little bit of that and gave me the job title of prep chef and kitchen porter. And so that was my job title there. And he gave me the job title of baker's assistant, where I was pretty much doing the sheet pans, washing those, and I got to prep some apples for apple pies. And this little, like one of those mixer machines, one of those little ones, one of those little, I forget the brand of it, but, and it had an attachment that you could stick into it, into the top, and it could actually peel apples. And that's what he had me doing. So I wasn't really getting any baking experience, and I wasn't getting any real cooking experience because of him. But at least I had a job. Now I'm looking for a restaurant that'll take me on. And I did bring some of my chili to a place in Chatham, Chatham Real Food Company. And hopefully the guy will try that and decide to hire me to work for him and make my chili. And also he'd like to take me under his wing and teach me how to cook better. So maybe that'll work out for me. I don't know yet because he's not back in until tomorrow. So I'm not sure. Does anybody else want to join and chat on here, or is everybody kind of chatting behind the scenes? Hey, Brian. Good afternoon. I know I'm trying to get my foot in the door in many places. I'm really trying hard to get my foot in the door. And as I said, even in an atmosphere where nobody wants to really work, it's hard to get a job. Which is an oxymoron. I'm somebody that works hard, wants to work, wants to, produce as much as I can, and also understands the business aspect of any business that I walk into. You don't get that a lot. You get a lot of people that are like, they don't understand how a business works. And so they go.
Where did everybody go? Hello, hello. I can't see the comments. Let me see here. I can bring it up on my iPad. No, I'm the only one in here, I guess. Comments? Oh, here's comments on my iPad. Hey, y'all. I guess he boogied as soon as I got on. Turn that down so I won't get an echo. I was out in the truck earlier trying to find some things, and I was going to go after some batteries today, and I found out I don't have to. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of those AAA batteries I use in all my little flashlights. Yippee! I don't have to get any AAAs. Just have to get AA's. And I found a cord, one of those cords you could plug in your device into a speaker without using a Bluetooth, which I don't really care for the Bluetooth part of it because then I can't use my mic for some reason. When I'm going to the speaker, I'm really can do my mic unless I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, it's the one with the, let's see if you can see it. But both ends are the same. The stereo, let's see, I don't think they had the stereo. It could be. There's one. I don't know if they're stereo ones or not, but they may just be mono. Anyway, look like mono ones, but they'll work for one speaker. My truck can hide everything. Tiny's good at that. And I found some more fingerless gloves I was looking for the other day when it was snowing. My hands get so cold trying to brush off snow or something on the truck. Cool. Who's that in the background? Is that Frank or? That's just me. Is he still on? It's not. Huh. I made some chili today. Let's see here. My trailer's a mess. Trying to clean everything up here. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. Let's see, there's Cam. Let's see. I don't see how to turn the camera around on these. I don't have my iPad right close to me to see any comments. Does anybody know how to turn the camera around when you're in the room? Camera, but I don't see anything where it rotated to the other camera. Cam mic. Maybe it's in that. Auto. I don't know what that is. Settings. That was a wild thing on Dennis was doing a little driving and going across the countryside, hauling his load, and he was jamming out on the radio, and I think it was about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, when I guess he got out of reception or they shut him down or something. But the video's still on there, but I was playing it and I fast forwarded over to it, and it was part of the audio was blotted out where the music was going on. So I think Facebook is already starting to blot out part of it. Now let me turn this thing like that, see if you can see the chili. I can't turn the camera, so I do it a different way. Yeah, I made some good old deer chili. I mean, I just kind of hard to hold this thing up here and look down. It's a good old deer chili. It has deer and beef in it. I put a package of deer, 1 pound of deer and 1 pound of beef, ground beef, and chopped onions, and I can't remember. Oh, I think this came up, says Trucker'S Live. I guess someone's. Oh, here we go. I guess Mama's comments came up on my iPad. Jack's driveway is still covered in ice. There's not a whole lot of snow still out here. Probably hear the generator. Let me turn y'all around. Here we can see out through there. It's little snow's just starting to melt. Little ice still on the pond over there. It's not very cold outside. I don't know what the temperature is. I figured it's in the 40s. I think I'm gonna have to get me a bowl of that chili. Tanya. Yeah, someone was saying to pop in, so I figured I'd pop in. But by the time I got here, he was gone. I don't see anybody else in the room either. Hey, Tanya. Let's see. Take you off over here. I'm gonna get me a bowl of this chili. Deer chili. I'll look at my comments here a little bit when I get back over to the table. My iPad's over there. Vicky went to Walmart, and of course, she works here at Walmart, and she went to go get some paper bows. But these things are small enough maybe you put desserts in. I just have to get more helpings, more bows full to get full. I just told her instead of 2 bows, I have to get 4 bows. That's all right though. Deer chili. Anybody don't know what type of chili this is? It has deer and ground beef in it. If anybody's ever tried to live in a travel trailer, I know you truckers practically live in trucks. It's just small space, and I'd flip it around where you can see everything, but it looks like a haphazard mess more than anything. Plus, we got all of our hunting equipment and our rifles and things. They not like me showing rifles for some reason. Of course, I have on Facebook before we was out target practicing, and then we showed that. In the summertime, usually we may get out and target practice a little bit, or just, oh, late summer we may do a little target practice to sight in the rifle, make sure everything's sighted in and everything before deer season. In the fall, yeah, that Jack, this chili is, I don't know. Some people may not. I don't know if they've ever tasted deer. Um, Here, let me get. I can't turn my camera around. I don't know how to do the turnaround thing on this, but let me see if I can get it. Let's see. There we go. I can see it down in here, I believe. Yeah, deer chili. Yo, yes, we hunt deer. We butcher our own deer and butcher our own meat. Um, we process it. We don't process it at this location because we don't have the power to run all the equipment, nor the place to run all the freezers and everything. It's over at one of our relatives. Um, we have a place there we process it, and someone in the family is used to grew up in the butchering industry, and his father was a butcher, and so he learned from his father, and he comes and helps us process our deer and our cows and hogs and things like that. Yes, of course, where we process it is on the grid. Um, Here, only thing I have no tie into the electric company at all. Um, we have our solar panels, and and then of course right now I got a generator running out there because I was running a lot more than what my grid can handle. It can handle quite a bit, but I don't have the it, it's it's the inverter. My inverter's not big, and I only got 30 amps coming down, so I can. Then it's only 500 watts on that 130 amp. If it was 1,000 watts, I could probably get by running a toaster oven or a little toaster thing. Or now I don't know about my air fryer. I don't know. I have to look on the back to see, or on the paperwork to see how much wattage it is. But anybody can, if you want to run some lights at your house or something like that, you don't actually have to put it into your electric box. You can set up uh, come off your inverter and go to a power and plug in a power strip to hook you up. Maybe a few things with to have some lights in different areas of your room. Here I'm running 200 watt bulbs. We're in the kitchen and one right up here above the table here. And last night I ran one of them when I was watching Dennis drive. I was running one of them, I think, until I went to sleep about 4 or 5 o'clock. And of course, it's always on because plugging in the phones and the iPad and whatever my wife has plugged in. Oh, I wish you all could taste this chili. Whew. It's so good I even forgot to get the crackers or the Fritos to put in it. For a stress test on your heart. I can't take the stress test. If I do, I have to have a doctor right there standing on standby right beside me. That's how I died 3 times already. Um, and the reasoning behind that is my chemical damage. The chemical they use is one of the chemicals in my system, and it overdoses me, and that's what killed me 3 times when I was doing the stress test. And I can't take the physical because my legs are got neuropathy. I don't have diabetes, but my legs have neuropathy. That's what my disability is under, is chemical damage. I can get around, I can do things, but I'm lucky to be alive every day I wake up. When I close my eyes, I know whatever I've done today, after the day is in, I clear my mind and I know that I may not wake up the next day. And when I wake up, I know I got another day to do, another day to do for somebody, to go out maybe to try to help someone. If I see someone that needs some help or something, I can't help anybody monetary, but maybe I can do something or say something to help them along the way. And when I really got down, I couldn't hardly walk, and I just pretty much had to learn how to walk again. I don't know if anybody's gone to where they had to teach themselves how to walk, but yeah, it was strenuous, especially when sometimes you don't feel your feet when you walk. I can feel if I got stuck with something, but after I walk a while, my feet just go completely numb. clear up just below my knee. They've done tests on my veins. Everything looks clear. My heart does have a little tiny bit of blockage, but not enough to do any surgery. And I'm happy to be here too, Tanya. Um, Sometimes it's hard because I want to go out and work. I used to run two businesses. I have worked for a lot of companies, different doing different things, from operating crane, from concrete work to grounds maintenance to all kinds of things. I've had all kinds of jobs. I've never had one job over 2.5 years, and maybe got laid off, or they closed down the place and laid people off, or something maybe came up. I had to leave on good graces, and things like that. I worked for Black and Decker, and that was the longest company I worked for. I worked for them about half a year here in our town, and then they closed down the plant and moved it to China and Mexico. Part of it to China and part of it to Mexico. Then I went down to Texas, and I worked in the plant down there, and then they moved that part that I worked in to China. So then I moved to Pennsylvania, and Black and Decker had bought out a different place. It's called Baldwin Brass in Reading, Pennsylvania. I think it's in South Reading. If someone's familiar with that area, I think there's several in here that probably live in and around Pennsylvania. Might be familiar with that area and know where that Baldwin plant is. I've worked there, and then I came back to be with my father because he was not in good health, and I've been here ever since, back here in Oklahoma. And went back into yard care work and worked for Walmart a short time. Uh-oh, someone hears a fart. It is 45 minutes away from me. Yeah, I lived up there on Mount Penn, about halfway up Mount Penn, in the Reading Mansion that burnt down, what was that, in 98? I mean, not 9, I mean, 08, in 08, I think. That's when it burnt down. 08 or 09. I can't remember which. I think the only structure of it is that it had a separate garage and 2 apartments above it. I think it's the only part that's still there. But it's just right below the pagoda. That pagoda was so nice at night. Must be on the crapper, the shitter. Hey, someone is in Walmart or some store that just flashed on there. That might have been Jack. Jack or somebody. Or yes, I can see the hairpin turn going up to Pagoda. Hairpin turn. Oh yeah. And what's really cool, I don't know if they do it every year, but I know one year they had a bicycle race that was coming through that area, and them bicycles would go up and then come back down those hairpin turns and down through Reading and everything, and it was like, man, really flying. I done it one time on my 30 speed, and a cop seen me and started chasing me. Let me tell you what, I don't know how I lost him. Maybe the traffic or something shut him down or something. But I was going to work on my bike. Rode my bike every day to work, except if it was really cold outside or bad. But during the summertime, yeah, I rode my bike to work. And I was flying down Penn Street, and them lights were all green, and I was a cooking. But those ones that was doing that race, oh man, making those turns. Not me. That was a little fast. I was just going a straight line down Penn Street. One of these days they're going to make it to where you can pass something through the screen and say, "Here, try some of this technology." It'll probably happen one of these days. Star Trek teleported over there. I'm gonna have to get some crackers. Crackers. Where's the quackers? Here's the quackers. Gotta have some saltine crackers. Must have bumped the phone up when I got up. Quackers. Quackers. Yeah, I gotta have quackers. Upper. You work for Upper? Tater tot casserole. Tater tot. Yeah, tater tot casserole. I'd have to try that out one of these days. I bet. bet it's yummy. Tater tot casserole. A few of these crackers in here. I put some hot peppers in this chili, but it's not really hot at all. For some reason, maybe I didn't get enough hot peppers in here. I like a little bite to it. You know, a little heat to your chili. Chili don't have heat to it. It ain't chili. Maybe after such a while. Sometimes my chili, once you just, I usually don't even put it in the refrigerator. I just let it sit in a kind of cool area in the kitchen. And of course, you know, it gets pretty cool in here sometimes because we turn down the heat. And when I heat it up the next day, it's even better. It's better taste because everything blends together, I guess. And it really makes it good. But sometimes a pot won't last to tomorrow. And just but you think we got a whole family here and we can eat it up fast. Well, we still eat it up fast just between me and my wife. I just wonder if anybody else gonna jump on here. Eat some of this chili with me. Tater tot. I have to think about that. I bet you I can figure out how to make that. It may not be the same recipe that you do, but I can make up a mean casserole. My mom she was half Czechoslovakian, and she can cook. And I guess that's where I learned how to cook. And then the rest of me is Indian, a little bit of everything. My mom was full blood Czech. That made me half Czech. She can speak and read the language. She is bilingual. When she was a little girl and came to, they, um, she was born here in the U.S., but when her parents came here, they only together they only spoke in their language, in the Czech language. So when mom grew up, she only spoke Czech, but then when she went to school, she had to learn English, and it was very hard for her. But she managed to learn it and go to college, and she worked. Both my parents has worked for the government for years until they passed. You know, till they retired. Spanish and Irish. Yeah, my wife does genealogy, and my family's been trying to find our row number because we knew we was Cherokee, and a lot of the family didn't want to be Indian. They were ashamed to be Indian back then, and so they hid it. Well, I tried to tell them, I says, we need to find it because it's hurting the generation to come. We can get a lot of help in schooling and everything. And it would have helped me a lot when I was growing up if I had that Indian roll number. But now I'm 60 years old, and we have found the roll number, and now we're waiting on the death certificates and stuff to come in from those people so we can prove lineage. If anybody knows genealogy, I understand it a little bit. And we had to prove that lineage back to that person that had that roll number that was in the tribe and that had signed up as an Indian. And when we can prove that, then it goes through a process and everything, because everything on your records and all the records all the way up through has to be changed to Native American. And it's a process to get your card, but we can get medical help, all kinds of things that I can get a lot of medical help and everything like that from chemical damage. Otherwise, I have to, buy insurances. And let me tell you what, and you know how insurance is. It's expensive. But the other alternative to pay for everything, all the doctors and stuff for me, is a lot more expensive. But at least I'd see more of my disability check. My wife works at Walmart, so we don't make a whole lot, but we make do. We make do. I thought my wife was going to get up and eat some chili. She said, wake her up when chili was done. I woke her up. And she said something and rolled back over and went back to sleep. Of course, I don't blame her. She works at night. I got to go over to her cousin's, and that's where we do all of our processing and stuff. And I got a dryer, but I don't have a washer, and I can run that off my grid because it's just 30 amp. And the dryer might not. I may have to run that off the generator. Depends how many wattage it is. But I'm waiting until I get me one of those, and then everything's got to be 110 instead of 220. Because if it's 220, then I have to run a line up to my welder, which runs my pump, water wheel. Y'all might have seen that on one of my streams. Yeah, that was a lot of fun last night. Listening to Dennis. Yeah, Dennis is crazy now. About as crazy as a bed bug like me, I guess. I think Facebook ought to lighten up. And we're not really, how will I say this? When you play music, according to the FCC regulations, if I went and bought a CD and made money from that CD of copying that music, I would be infringing. But if I'm hearing something over the radio, which is a public entity, anybody can hear, to me, that's not infringement because anybody can hear it. If anybody can hear it and it's free out there, no one has to buy the station or anything. They can just tune in on the radio and hear it. To the FCC regulation, I believe that is not infringement. So I believe that if we're listening to the radio, I don't think they should have a problem with it. But if it's like Sirius or a CD or something you have to purchase, I think that kind of might fall under a different category. But what I know, I'm just a peon. I know kind of the reason they want to divide us and make us feel alone. Well, if we're all together listening to music and having a good time, they don't want that. But I don't know. That's all the politics I want to say. But that was fun last night, man. That was a blast. I mean, I just feel like I was on that truck and I was just having a good time with everybody, and I feel like we was all there together and having a blast. That was cool. I got transformed there. Alaska is in the house. All right.
Hi, Roy. How you doing?
Maybe old Warnie would jump in here.
Hi, Roy.
He reminds me so much. Hey.
How you doing, Roy? Where'd your cowboy hat over that Dennis gave you?
Oh, let me.
You look good in that cowboy hat. There it is. All right. You look good in that cowboy hat. Yeah. I'm surprised that Dennis is not on here yet. Yeah.
I think he's been around.
Oh, okay. I wish.
Ernie.
Okay. Oh, I wish Star and Will would be on here. Yeah.
I'm amazing. I've been on this long because
yeah.
internet very bad in this location.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in Tucson, Arizona. It's beautiful weather out here. I'm in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. All right.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Tucson, but I have been out in Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been all the way through Arizona.
All right.
They're on the California.
Right. Well, okay. I just popped on to say hi. If you hear from Dennis, tell him Frank said hi.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You have a very good one, and God bless everybody.
Maybe someone in the
All
room
right.
too will help me remember.
All right. All right. All right. Bye bye.
Uh-oh. My internet's kind of going crazy. Yeah, I could see maybe contacting the artist. Um, but then what about people in churches and everywhere else that plays music? Else they perform the music or they play it over their system. What would be the difference? I mean, to me, that's what I'm not getting. Um, I think it's really a Facebook thing. I don't think it has anything to do. I think if, say, you copied a CD and sold CDs with their music on, yes, that would be an infringement. But to hear something over a live radio speaker that is being played, we're it's not really, especially with us, we're given to charity. The money from the stars and everything is given to charity. We're not making any profit. I, to me, I think it's all right to play music. You know, I mean, how would they feel if we start playing religious music? I mean, could you do that? If you could do that, you should be able to play other musics. You know, that's what I'm kind of gets me baffled with that stuff. But oh well, and maybe one of these days they'll figure it all out. And like I said, I'm just a peon. I'm just having fun, enjoying life. I think my internet's getting really boggy. That has. I can't tell how many bars is on here. Oh, there it is, my bars. 2 bars. You know, it's running slow. I don't know what it's doing on my iPad. My iPad's supposed to be 5G. It's an iPad Pro 11, I think. And it should. My other old iPad went down, so it kind of forced me to go back in debt with AT&T and get me another device. But being something I know under a contract on buying that device, I can pay it off early. and save. So if I ever get to where I can come up with a little extra money somewhere, I'll put it on the payment and pay it off early. It was good chili. It wasn't a very big bowl. I'm a slow eater. My wife can sit there and gobble something down and be ready to go, and it seems like 5 seconds, but I'm sitting there, hey man, chill out, man. Enjoy it. Just put the spoon down there. Well, saltine crackers. I could sit there and eat this whole sleeve of saltines. I don't need that much salt in my diet, but you know, bottle chili, you're gonna be paying tomorrow. I just climb in one of them trucks and had a good fart. That'll make me feel better. I get in Dennis's truck and fart in it, and then, you know, you think them chili farts are bad. I mean not chili fart. I mean them burrito taco farts. I fart one of them chili farts. Mountain Dew. Go around here. Actually, it's Mountain Lightland, but Mountain Lightland is just like Mountain Dew. It's just cheaper. A lot cheaper. About half the price of Mountain Dew went up. I think for 24, I think it went up to $10, 10 something at Walmart. Mountain Lightland for a 24 pack, I think it is about five something at Walmart. So I usually get when I go when I can find it. Else at Bristol Walmart or Sapulpa Walmart, I will buy 2 or 3 cases of it and bring it home, and that way I have plenty of Mountain Dew. And there was no Mountain Dew one day, so Vicky picked out some Dr. Thunder. It's like Dr. Pepper. Tastes like Dr. Pepper, but it's called Dr. Thunder. And it's the same thing. It's just a generic brand. And I don't mind a lot of things in generic. At least it's cheaper. I better save them crackers. So I can sit here, like I said, I can sit here and eat the whole sleeve. Has anybody heard about Janet? Did she get her car fixed, and did she get her to her destination all right? I hope she didn't have too much trouble with all that mechanic. I never pay anybody. If I'm having to pay for a service like that, I'll never pay them ahead of time. You know, if they start telling me they need money for this and need money for that, I say, wait a minute here, something's wrong. Good, good, good. She has her car. Yeah. But yeah, some of them ads do kind of get in the way, especially when you're in a good part and like Dennis or Ernie or any of you is sitting there talking about something that's very interesting, and that ad comes on, and then when the ad goes off, whatever was said is gone, and I don't like that part, but you know, because it kind of if it would stop the video and then start up the video again, you know, where it left off on it, it wouldn't be so bad. But I don't know. You know, I guess then it would make lag time and it wouldn't be live too good. It would be pre-recorded. Yeah, you can go back and watch it, and I think you can get all of it. But sometimes I don't have time to go back and watch them. I'll see bits and pieces of once it's already been that's recorded. But and does Truckers TV get anything from those advertisements? If they get something from them advertisements, it kind of takes the sting out of it, you know. At least we know we're getting something for it. Yeah, there's an advertisement right now. I don't know if someone's. I don't have it on my phone, but I have it on my iPad. Interesting. And there it's back up. At least they don't last as long as advertisements do on TV, on the Bluetooth. Advertise for 15 minutes before they come back to the program. I don't even have a TV here. We're wanting to get one and just hook it up to digital antenna. I don't watch a lot of. Well, I like watching westerns, maybe some war movies or something like that. But otherwise, you know, I'm not off into those reality shows and sitcoms and stuff. I'm not much into them. Wonder how many people is listening to me sitting there babbling away. Hadn't babbled so much in a long time. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? There's a Pink Floyd there. I want to start singing, then everybody would run. 7 people. Wow. They must be dedicated to hear me babble. Must be the hardcore trucker TV people. And I'm not even a trucker. Oh, well, I guess I drive tiny out here. A 4-wheel drive tiny. Yep, old Tiny out there. I've always had bigger trucks and stuff like that, pickup trucks. I think at one time I had a couple little small cars. I felt like I was riding in a beer can, scooting my butt down the road. And then you drive by an 18-wheeler and you look up underneath the 18-wheeler and you can see the other side, other vehicle on the other side. That's scary. I like to be just a little bit higher where I don't feel like I'm an ant out there on the road. You know what happens to ants? They get squished. I forgot to take my pills this morning, but I guess I didn't. They're not sitting there. I hate taking them dang things. Okay, yeah, let me, I just put on a shirt, and when I got up, I just put on a shirt, kind of still a little more bare down. I got my BVDs on, but y'all don't be thinking any bad things. But, no, I got up and I have to get my jeans on, my khakis. And I can take y'all out there. But I don't know how to turn that phone around where I can get I guess I'm gonna have to take my iPad up because this is the only thing I can see comments on. Rabbit. Oh, there it is. The old pea shooter. Gotta have my pea shooter with me. Put some muck boots on. Grab it. Good old Mountain Dew. Yeah. see. Right here. Trying to carry my Mountain Dew. I can't go anywhere without Mountain Dew. Right now we're running off generator. Let's see. Let me go off over here where there's not so much noise. And if I see if one of you knows how to turn this, when I'm looking at my phone that I'm streaming with, what do I do to turn the picture around? Does anybody know how to do that? I may have to go off of this and start up a stream and well, hi, Poppy. Poppy the possum. I don't know if you all see. He came right up to my leg and looked at me. A possum did. Coolest thing. That's the first time he's come that close to me. He likes to get my aluminum cans and suck the Pepsi pop out of them. Then I'll squish them and throw them in the bag for recycling. Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll do another stream where I'm on my own stream, and it'll be on the fans page. And then after I stream it, I'll show it on the fans page, and then once they approve it, too bad I can't, just stream it and y'all can see it, immediately. But or I'd get off of this and do that. But I'll do another stream soon on the fan page, and y'all can see it then. I'm gonna go ahead probably and slide out of here, and because I need to go over and get some things done. I got to finish up laundry. But here within a day here, I'll do another stream, and I'll let you all know that it's on there, or you'll probably see it again. So, hey, everybody, have a great day. It's been good sitting here just babbling away, and I know there ain't very many in here, but I think the last video I did, it had 106, I think 106 views, I think. And I thought, wow, 106. Okay, I think I'll see y'all later. Whew, it's bright out here. And y'all be cool. That was cool. That was cool. This thing's still streaming.